Hey guys, my name is Zeniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in Cities Skylines. Last episode we started to build that brand new industrial area near the airport, but it started to spark a few more problems than what it was kind of solving. And that is, oh hello. Okay, that was premature. Well, pretty much what that is the little kind of highway road that runs down alongside it. It's being heavily used right now. Now, I didn't expect, well, I mean, you would assume that I was expecting this kind of demand, but we're not really, I didn't really expect it, to be honest with you, which is what I want to try and do is change some of this up. Now, the main issues are pretty much coming from this little crisscross road section right now, which is not really going down too well. So we're going to have to kind of slightly start to solve things. Now, we're going to replace it all. We're going to do some nice little interchanges and whatnot alongside of it and get it all flowing beautifully. So if you guys enjoyed this, I want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. So first things first, and I'm going to actually widen this road so we can create a couple of multiple lanes. Which will help us, and I'm going to go with the 2-laner here, which will help us with diverting the traffic in the ways that we want it to go. So I'm really only focusing on the, traffic coming to and from the highway. So that is a straight, you go that way. This is a straight, you can go that way or straight on. And let's make sure that this goes in its right locations. Now I know we're merging it into one there, but should be fine. It should be fine. And then we need to kind of do the same thing over here at this point as well. Now I could have upgraded this to a 3-lane road, like on both sides, the 6-laners. But we'll see how this goes. So if we make that turn only and that one go straight on, and that goes there. We'll just quickly mishmash this up as quick as possible. Just like a straight on or turns that way. And what are we now missing? We're missing one that goes here. This here. There we go. Just so they can sort their lanes out. Or just give it a moment or two for it to kind of, it would be ideal to have a roundabout, but we've just freshly come off one. So I'm opening this little lane management here when I kind of sort them out. Because not everybody's going to want to do a left-hand turn. But if we start seeing that demand for it, we'll switch things up. We'll switch it all up. So we'll give that some time then. We've still got a lot of, places that we do need to work on. And we'll look at doing it. And so I think what I'll do, I'll pause for now. And I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to get rid of it all up to that point just there. What I'll do then is I'll bring out the industrial road just here. Bring it up. We have to anarchy it out. There we go, which is fine. Out by 10. And then get rid of the anarchy really quick. We'll then start to create our little underpass for our underchange, whatever you want to call them. So bang that there, bang that on that one, and then we'll do little half ones. So I'll do a 3 there, I'll do a 3 there, and let me flip this around as well that way. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. And then we'll try and get all these hooked up. So back to placing this in. Really want to come off a little 2-laner. So if I kind of, actually we'll delete it back by a little bit more. And I don't know how these are gonna go together. It's not really gonna work. The way I want to do it's not really gonna work, but that's okay because I should be able to slightly... Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Okay, if I go up to there real quick right now, and then what we'll do, we'll select this, just push it over a bit. There we go. And then we'll get these connected. We have to anarchy that. There we go. And we'll use the mover tool to kind of get it all fine-tuned as well. So we can get it looking pretty damn good. There we go. And then we bring these in. It's a lot of work to create something so fluid, but it'll look and work so damn good. There we go. I mean, that should be fine. And then we have the highway going straight across. So if I set that up now then, the highway going straight across the top, and we'll go with the 4-laner that we've been using. And right, okay, I got to figure out what kind of angle I want to go through it with. So if I make it as a, do I go bridge or just elevated? I think we'll go elevated. And do you reckon that's a bit too much? Slightly. I'm also using the wrong type of road. There we go. So if I go to there with that kind of height, and then it can kind of bend round and down to there, and that can kind of bend up and then go parallel with the train track right now, which should work wonderful. Oh, I'm excited. Your boys get excited right now. And let's just go normal with this. So I need to go underground, bring that back out to there, bring that back under to there, and these are pretty much going to have to connect up to this highway. So let's get this now pushing up and round. So we'll try and get it. There we go, running. Somewhat the same. And then we'll bring that down to there. So that becomes the nice little transition down. And then here, we'll kind of, do I bend it around like this? Because it creates a nice little pocket there, which gives me space to redo the export area, which I think will be a nice little touch. So if I went normal here, and at this point brought it down to earth, there we go. And let's leave it like that for a second. And then we got this nice flowing road going through it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that roundabout, but it'll be interesting to see how the traffic changes when we get like a proper system here set up. So back then with this, do I actually just connect this first? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to connect this first, right? There we go. I'll probably change it momentarily, but I'm gonna, just so I can put it into play mode, so I can then see how I can then hopefully clear this backlog of traffic over here as time goes on. So as it stands at the moment, this is the only connection in, and that's the only connection into this industrial area, which is probably going to suffer for the most part until I get this all set up. Anyway, then back to this then. Let's now create, we'll do a 7 by 7, which will then make this a 5 by 5, just so then I can go a little bit closer. We'll go up by 8 on each one. And then bend this back in. Now, it's not going to be perfect at the moment. So if I do another, let's just do an 8 by 8. No, let's do a 7 by 7. No, a 6 by 6. Because it's going to be elevated at that point. And this is where I have to use the move it tool and whatnot. So I'm going to just elevate these. I'm not too sure what height they're currently on. Don't worry, I'll update all of this. I'm just trying to get my angles correct before I set everything up. So, back to it. That would go there. And that would go there. So then, I turn this in. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Alright, like that, which works wonderful. Then we'll upgrade from there, 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 and there. And then we'll select no trees up to that point. And then we'll angle it. So if this will work on both sides, it will be wonderful. There we go. So we have then a gradual incline. Nice, boys. That looks good. So then we'll just sort this out because it is a little bit chaotic. We turn this in. This, oh, can I do, okay, I can't do that brief little section, which is slightly annoying. Oh, wait, it's a different type of road, isn't it? Hold on. No, it's going to do the whole little section out, which is what I don't want it to do. But let's make sure that they're not they're not turning in there, they're going straight. And make sure that this goes like that, so it doesn't do a left-hand turn. And then on that one side of the road, we're all set up. We then just have to do it to the other side of the road, if that makes sense. So that's pretty cool. So how is the traffic jam over here? So it's still there, it's not disappearing, but it's not as bad as it once was, because it was all backlogged up to here around the roundabout. This little backlog is slowly dying down a little bit. And we just have this really big one now from the roundabout, but hopefully we can get more areas set up here. So let's get this underway then. And we're going to go with a generic 3x3 on both sides. There we go. And we'll run this a little bit along. Or can I get it to here? If I can get it to there and it'll work, that'll be glorious. Flip that around. Of course, we just have to work with the angles. So slightly hover that. Select all of this. And then go for the gradual incline. And that'll pull the vehicles just off there. It's a little bit funky with the bends. And pull that out a little bit more maybe. Yeah. And just sort out this lane management really quickly, because obviously I don't want that to do that turn just there, because that's what this side of the road is for. That works wonderful. It's a little bit funky because I've kind of made these in other places where we make them 2 lanes. I don't think I've done one where it's a single lane before, which makes it a little bit different, if that makes sense. And then up to there. And then we do the same here then. So let me just elevate this bit. And select up to here. There we go. Oh, and make sure that this over here is turning that way, not doing a left-hand turn. And that's good. So we're pretty much all set up there for that little turn off junction for the industry. So I'm hoping now that they don't use this roundabout as much, as this is now set up. We'll just give them time to update their routes. But they are being slowed down slightly with this. So pause a second. And sometimes this always works by setting it up to be a slip road, if that makes sense. So bringing it back down again. When it gets to here, we merge them off like that. It's just a way to keep the traffic flowing as much as possible, rather than them slowing down and almost doing like a 90-degree turn, if that makes sense. And junction restrictions, make sure that they can flow on. That's all good. So without messing with the roundabout too much and doing the give way signs, because as much as they do help, I don't really like doing them. I know that's what, you know, you need to add in the real world. That's how a real world roundabout works. But when it comes to this game, I like, see how it's free flowing right now? I like that. I hate it when vehicles are stopping. And that's why I never use the give way signs on roundabouts. But that alone is clearing this backlog through. What we did over here earlier seems to just push the traffic through as well, which is amazing. Very happy with that. So hopefully then, once this little backlog here is cleared through, this roundabout will be a little bit more freeing, and this junction is doing its best, and we're okay. We're okay-ish. So I need to do the same to these. It's these 90-degree turns that kind of slow traffic down, but it seems to be holding up for the most part just now, which is good. And then, shall we take a look at this export area? Or do you reckon this export area is okay? I mean, I know it's not, but I could position it so it goes in both directions at that point as well. That'll be kind of handy for that. Or is it okay? Do you reckon it's... I mean, it seems to be alright at the minute, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Now, the issues we have over here is vehicles trying to cross over one another. So what can we do to solve this? Now, the obvious one is roundabout, but we've just come off a big roundabout there. I'm not sure if I want to go down that route with that. I could do an overpass over here to satisfy those guys. A lot of them are turning there to come in and go down. So what if I added the additional roads that eventually I'm going to add to over here maybe? So let me see what changes if I do this. Now, it's not going to stay like this, but by adding the additional roads, they might see it going around here and then down there is quicker than going this way around. Because they're on highway road and it's like technically a faster speed limit. And I wonder if I had a slip road from there to there, that would do any good. If I just sorted out the lane management now, like that, and it was to go only this way. I wonder what happens there. So it's just small little improvements that we can try and attempt to do. But then of course you can get the vehicles who want to cross over to go to the roundabout anyway. So like I said, you're not going to solve every issue without redoing the whole junction, but there's some stuff that is a little bit too close to comfort right now. But we'll get there. So a couple of vehicles using this. The more that I use in this, the less are coming around to go in this side, which is handy for us. Which is real handy for us, to be honest with you. And there we'll go in. They all now want to go a left-hand turn. Now I could create my little underpass. It's not really something that I would want to do, if that makes sense. So I go to there. Bend it around to there and then bring it up. How does it look? See, I mean, we could get away with it, but I'm not a huge fan. And then what it would do then, if I made it link to there, it would then stop me. Oh, what happened here? Where's all my junction stuff? Right, let me pause, because now I've completely messed it up. Let me undo that and we'll redo it. So, let's do all the little turns first. There we go. Then we'll do the straight overs. So you got the right turns, the straight overs. All that's left to do then is the left hand turns. But let's do this logically. So I don't want a left hand turn there, because that's what this underground pass is going to be for. Here we'll have the left hand turn. Here we'll have the left hand turn. Here, not there, it's here, isn't it? Yeah. And then there we'll have the left hand turn as well. So let's just see it in motion first. There are two busiest routes that we now have small little bypasses. Yes, I could drop a roundabout on, but I don't like the idea of it ever being too close to this. But let me just see what this brings us. Because this itself should pass a lot of traffic through to the areas that it needs to go in. And we'll do the junction restrictions as well so that they can flow through. That's all good. So I mean, right now it's starting to flow. Just slowly getting rid of my backlog. There is going to be some, you know, stuff happening here, there, and everywhere. But it's inevitable. You're never going to win. Ish. I mean, 99% of the times, you always win. That 1% like this is when we have to spring into action slightly. So it is a little bit ugly. It is really ugly, but I just want to see how it kind of works. Now we have an issue there. Why? Is there traffic lights here? Yeah, turn those off. That's why that was stopping slightly. Now a lot of them seem to want to go straight on. Now, are they going straight on, or are they just going round a roundabout to turn? I feel like they've... No, I think they've updated their routes now, so we're okay. And they seem to be flowing fine. But yeah, it is quite a strong road that we have hooked up at the minute. And if this is the only little bypass option, that junction is way too close for this right now. Way too close. Which is why we might need something additional to sort this out. We're going to need to, because the amount of vehicles that are waiting to come in and out right now is ridiculous. But that backlog's going. We'll wait for the backlog to literally disappear. And then we can see where the actual congestion then lies. I just want to clear the initial backlog. If it turns out this works perfectly fine, as ugly as it is, I might just keep it. And why don't I set it up to where this, rather than doing that left-hand turn, just to push the traffic in a different direction. Because that's cleared all this now, which is good. And we're slowly pushing. We've got to clear now this little backlog which goes under the tunnel here. But with me sending all these, I have to go right. They'll take a different approach to go a left and go down this way. They might even start coming down here to go this way out. So that would be interesting. Yeah. Right, leave it as it is then. This is doing wonders. What's your issue over here then? There's not enough buyers for the products. Okay. What's unemployment like? 19%. So, what? More commercial? Yeah, we'll go with more commercial. We still got the subway line just tucked up in under there. Let's add all this. Well, one, I wanted to zone it because we was playing around with those industries. Like the leisure stuff and whatnot. I'm going to zone all this now to be leisure. Specialization for the commercial. Tourism, leisure there. And we drop down high density. And we'll extend this road. Oh, I'm underground, aren't I, here? Wait, I'm not underground. What's going on? There we go. Now just bring that to there and end the road. It has water, so we're pretty much good to go. It's got a nice little subway stop just there. It has the monorail stop just there as well. And it will then bring up our need. Was it to build something, wasn't it? If I can remember where it was. It was in here, wasn't it? Was it the casino of leisure? It was the leisure one. So I can then build a casino in FoolTopia. Yeah, boy. Right, that's now all cleared through, which is looking ravenous. This is doing wonders as well. And I think what we'll do, we're going to upgrade this little section of road here to a 3-laner. And then upgrade that to a 2. And then sort out the lane management. So obviously that would go there, that goes there. That pulls onto there. That goes there. I'll make it go straight across anyway because it's going to cause issues with that. There we go. So I know it's crisscrossing over on that one section, but hopefully it can push itself through. Now that is spinning around as well. A lot of them are going now round the roundabout. Oh, I wonder why they're doing that. Because I don't think all of them are joining back round again, are they? I mean, they do know they can go under and round. What are they stopping for over here? Oh, do you know what I reckon it is? Because I've just switched up those lanes. Now they're calculating what lane they need to be in, aren't they? Pretty much. Pretty much right now. Let me get these junction restrictions. Everyone everyone can pull out and do what they need to do. And then let that sort itself out. I've just realised as well, we're over 300,000 on the population. Oh my goodness me. But we now have the casino ready for all types of gambling. Now, where would I put something like this? You know what? Here. This is where it needs to be. Right, if I get that road. Thank you, appreciate it. Come in, straight down. Get the casino. Drop straight there. And we'll see how much money we start generating. Oh, they're going to be rich, boys. They're going to be rich. But how are we over here then? So is it now starting to clear through? It's like all of a sudden we got a huge... I mean, when you get one traffic jam and it backs up everything else, it does then become a huge issue. Right, I'm going to stop them crossing over. I know they're going to be in the wrong lane, but you don't turn off at that point then, really, do you? We'll see what happens, boys. We'll see what happens. So ever since I changed that, I caused a big traffic incident. So hopefully I can then rectify it. Which seems to be pushing itself through right now, which is good. Good signs already. We'll just wait for it to clear through. But we've got those specialization right now. Has that dropped my unemployment by much? Still 19%. But then again, we have increased our population by a lot as well. And these are still complaining there's not enough buyers for the products. Damn. I've just dropped all this commercial down, so hopefully that'll work in our favour. Right, the island is now starting to clear up, which the traffic is now clearing through. So yeah, whatever I did there, they didn't like it too much. They did not like it too much, but we're now starting to push it all through. We're getting the clearance. We're all good, boys. We're all good right now. And I'm trying to think, is there any way on which I could get another way to have another route? Because you have the underground tunnel that crosses just there. I feel like we should maybe utilize this peninsula. Create another bridge, maybe a tunnel or something. Because it is a long route to go down to cut through. But then again, look, it's now cleared up pretty nice. So I wouldn't worry too much just yet. Interesting. So is other industrial area? Yeah, more industrial areas around the map are complaining that there's not enough buyers for products. There's a couple of areas where it's happening. So we do need that commercial boost right now. We really, really do. What was the other one of these? It was the driving range, which needs more specialization in tourism. Now, did I get a zone over here? I didn't. So maybe just quickly pop a zone down there, which I'll turn into tourists. So whack a road through there, up to there. And yes, as far as we'll go with that. Has it got water? Not all of it. And yep, high density. We're filling these little gaps. Now this is all tourism. So it won't put much dent into the additional 2,621 that we need, but it will help. It will definitely help bring them up, and it will create a nice little tourist area just there. And I feel like we're going to need an additional route. So where do we not see much traffic? Or where can we benefit Because I could do it off this roundabout, an underground tunnel there, but where would it pass through and pop back up? I could single lane it, which would work. And then maybe turn this into a T-junction. Right, I'm going to humour myself, guys, so just bear with me on this one. So if I went to there and then go 15... and then bring it to here. There. Oh wait, that's it's above ground. Pause this. Bring it just to there. And then if I can make it go underground here to there, that connects up like that. If I delete it back by a little bit there, I was going to see what happens with this. I'm going to do a nice little T-junction just here. And if I do little slip roads, there we go. Looks shocking and horrible, but I want to see what kind of demand something like that would create, because it completely bypasses this whole section here. And I want to see how many vehicles then start to use that, because that will be interesting. We've just realised I've got that set up there, so we might get a few vehicles use that anyway because they're in the wrong lane. But it will be interesting to how much we can clear this. Because if this is like this, as shocking as it is, then this little T-junction is way too close. Way too close, and we're going to have to work or figure something better out as a proper system. Because it might be everybody has to come up here and go around the roundabout or something like that. Or we can figure it out. It's no biggie, but you want to get it looking, or get it as free-flowing as much as possible. But that's not true. I mean, it could be this as well. The fact that this aquatic centre is so close to here, causing people to come out, and do you know what? That could be a big issue as well. Because they're all coming out and they're jumping into taxis or in their own cars, which is causing pandemic. It could be, but I mean, if that's what the case is, then I might solve the issue. Because one little backlog causes another backlog, which causes another backlog. And they're vicious circles that never end. I'm getting a lot more people on this side now as well, which is interesting. So how much did it take into this then? Oh wait, I didn't do a tourism specialization, did I? I just realized. Study Fool! Boom. There we go. So that'll update those then. Where's the aquatic centre right now? So that's now, I mean, there's still people coming out, but not as many as before. And the traffic's now starting to flow. So that just might have just been that problem. Alright, let's bring this up. It's very, very high. It's very high, that ramp there, but this all flows through wonderfully as well. We got some issues just there, but that's because it's the generic 90-degree turns. But I've just literally given it a lot of I've caused a lot of traffic on this side. Now it's probably because of how chunky this industrial area is. So I might have to kind of slightly start reducing it and put some offices down as well to kind of filter it all. But now we're getting traffic both sides. It's a never-ending circle. But I think I'm going to end it for today anyway, because There's so much more stuff I want to work on and just focus on these small little traffic issues. As much as I need to focus and fix them, there's so many more things I want to build and want to focus on, and I don't want to waste time just doing all the tedious stuff. But I hope you guys did enjoy this anyway. If you did, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.